recording. What's this button do? There's a replay buffer? What the? When did that get there? Dude, that would have been useful.
You can beat people.
Right. All right, we're gonna go starting the stream now. Streaming. Let's see if we're on there. Oh, we're there. All right. It's another Friday. It's the Booze and BJJ podcast. It's me and Wole. We're kind of like a tag team, like Vegeta and
Dynamic duo.
Yeah. Like Optimus Prime and Megatron? Maybe not.
I guess it works.
Cobra Commander and Destro.
Or, let's see.
Black Panther and Killmonger?
Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin?
Which one of us is Anakin?
You know who Anakin is.
I'm going to go with you, because I don't want to get my limbs cut off. How's your week gone, Wole?
Very eventful. Well, I haven't trained all week. I've been moving. So that's basically all I've been doing all week.
Just moving?
Moving. So I've done like the most workout I've had in months.
Oh, just lifting.
That's why I'm looking so swole and so buff.
Dude, if you needed help moving boxes, as long as it would have got me out of the house, I would have helped you.
No. Your kids will have to come and help move too.
Yeah, in that case, I might as well just stay home. No. Yeah, dude. So real quick, to our good friend Wayne, I have your blue belt.
Oh my gosh!
You have it back for the low price of $40. You can cash at me, and I'll give you your blue belt back. Or you can show up at the gym and challenge me like a man.
Roll to the death.
You can roll me for it? I don't know. No, Wayne, I got your belt. Come get it anytime. So, today we're going to watch and review specific Pans 2022 videos, matches. But there's something I wanted to talk about first. Did you hear about the rule change that the IBJJF instituted?
No.
So, do you know what closeouts are?
No.
So, closeouts are when, like, teammates or friends get to the final match of a bracket, and instead of fighting for it, they just concede to one or the other.
Yeah.
It's like, you know how we were joking around that if we ever got, to the final match, we'd do like a playful kung fu mock battle, and then one of us would lose. Yeah, apparently that's been happening a lot in the big IBJJF competitions. So, they instituted a new rule change, and basically there's penalties for doing that now when there wasn't before. So, like, if
so there's a penalty if you both get to the finals?
No, if you both get to the finals and then you don't.
You don't actually like roll
for it. Yeah.
I mean, how can you tell though? You could, depending on how good you are, you can make it look good.
So the thing is, like with what happened with Sugi's bracket, like the guy who beat him moved on to the finals. The other guy in the final match apparently was either his friend or his teammate. So what they did was they walked on the mat, and I guess they told the referee beforehand, and there wasn't a match. The ref just declared the winner, and then that was it. But when I first saw what happened when we watched it live, I was like, what is going on here? Like, did one guy forfeit? Like, I thought one guy was hurt or something, but that wasn't the case. He just basically gave the match to his buddy. But apparently, after talking with some of the folks that went down there, apparently that was happening a lot. Like people were getting to the final round, like final match, and just giving it away basically to their friend or their teammate. So, but that makes very poor showing from a what do you call it? From the spectator's point of view, because you want to see people compete, you want to see people fight, but it was happening enough that the IBJJF basically said no more, and there's penalties
now. So is it only for the final match, or?
I assume so, since that would be closing out the bracket. I don't know if exactly if the penalties apply to just like a semifinal, for example. I don't know if it would apply to that.
Hold on 1 second.
Sure. So we're going to begin pulling up some matches to watch while we're waiting for Minister Wole to get back. Man, let me tell you, putting rum in the purple stuff makes for some good purple drink. Drink. All right, so let's see what we can see.
Look, his blue belt is almost white, so he must be blue belt for a while.
Yeah, he must have been.
Experience.
Our buddy Corey was a blue belt when I started, and when I got my purple belt, he was still a blue belt, and his blue belt was washed so much that it was almost white again.
Yeah. To fool people who are new to the gym.
I washed my washed my white belt with my blue gi, so it was turning a little blue tinged white. And everybody was making fun of me, saying that I'm trying to get blue, which I did.
Yeah, well, hey, she got her blue belt on the podium.
Yeah. Congratulations, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Now, what's that? Knee bars. What else can we do?
Ooh, knee bars, heel hooks, wrist locks.
Heel hooks. Yeah. All fair game now.
All fair game now.
That's kind of the exciting part. I mean, for me as a higher belt, to watch lower belts transition from white to blue, I'm like, ooh, this opens up a whole lot.
It's like, ooh, I can do more things to you now.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, honestly, I think it's just knee bars and wrist locks.
No, wrist locks you could do. So it's like knee bars.
Knee bars and toe holds, maybe? No, not toe holds.
No, not toe holds.
I think it's just knee bars.
There's something else.
I was thinking knee bars and scorpion death locks, but I think that's more of a
crash slicers, maybe.
Yeah. No. I think that's up there with black belt. So Angie, I do have a question for you.
Yes. Go ahead.
Have you done no gi yet?
No.
I am hurt. You need to try it at least once.
Well, I've been busy. And Fridays is the time I usually work for the last 3 months.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Did your work get canceled today? Is that what happened?
No, I worked today. That's why I didn't make it to your class.
I see. No.
I have a good excuse.
Yeah, so, Wally, real quick. Angie usually carries like a razor blade in her hair, so when you're rolling with her, you have to make sure that you don't get cut.
Okay.
Also, you have to make sure that you don't submit her too often, because she might cut you.
When I'm not expecting it. No.
Yes. Frankie and I have many wounds from rolling with Angie.
Yeah, right.
I'm joking. No, but hey, Angie, did you hear about the IBJJF rules change?
Yeah, that's the link I sent, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's your fault. Yeah.
But I didn't understand it.
So, do you remember at Sugi's final match, the guy who beat
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
and he kind of forfeited to another guy without fighting him?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they were trying to.
Talking about.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about. They wanted to avoid that.
Mm-hmm.
After talking to Sugi and a couple other people that went, they noticed that that wasn't the only instance of that happening.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, like a lot of other brackets had a closeout happen.
Mm-hmm.
So when you think about it from an athlete's perspective, even
Yeah.
a spectator's perspective, if you go there and you're waiting for the final match and you're like, okay, this is like the best of two of this
Yeah.
bracket, right?
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
then they just don't fight, like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
I was kind of disappointed because I was like, okay, now, you know,
yeah, it's like,
both are really tired, and now is the time to really show how you can come out of it.
right.
With
Yeah.
But Sugi said he saw that happen at least like 4 or 5 times.
Wow.
So, and that's just what he saw. Imagine how many others happened throughout that entire competition that he didn't see.
and many competitions that
Yeah.
goes on.
So,
Yeah.
but even as an athlete, like if I trained hard and went down there and I lost to a guy in the semifinals, and then he went on and just kind of like
Gave it to yeah.
gave it to someone else, like
That's a good point.
I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
So, but with that being said, the bromances are over. So this means, Wole, when you get your purple belt, if we ever face each
We
other,
fight to the death.
we fight to the death. Yeah, I'm gonna throw my kids at you and be like, Theo,
Yeah,
armbar him.
Well, flying armbar.
Yeah.
I actually didn't think about it from that perspective. That is true. I would be pissed if that happened.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah.
Because right, you want to see essentially a demonstration of their skill. If these are supposed to be the two best guys in the bracket, you want to see how they would do against each other.
Well, I mean, from the perspective of if you lost in the semifinal, and then whoever
yeah,
just gives it away.
And some of these people, especially in the masters divisions, if they really trained hard, it means that they potentially could have taken time off from work.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Yeah, that's a kick. That's a kick in the chin right there.
I'm away from the kids.
That's not necessarily a bad thing, though. It's like, oh, I can train for this competition and not have to be around my kids. I'll take
Where
it.
do I sign?
Yeah. Angie's helps with the kids' classes sometimes at Chantilly, and she knows how they can get. So
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, time. Yeah,
and not play as much.
Yeah, it's like
they just want to play.
Yeah, it's interesting because some of them actually want to learn, and the other ones they're just talking and stuff. But
yeah, you could tell, you could see,
yeah,
like which kids are there to come to play, which kids came to train.
Yeah, Lars had a rough day yesterday. Like he was tired and he lost to a slightly larger kid, and he got mad and cried the entire time. It's like,
what, during training, during rolls, or
during rolls, during the kids class. But yeah, back to the IBJJF. Like I think they did the right thing. Yeah, and some like the penalties I think are on the right track, because not only does it affect closeouts, it affects people who are like pretending to compete against each other. Like apparently that's a thing. Like where some competitors like playfully roll a little bit, and then one guy pins the other, and then he wins. Like me and Wole, like we discussed Wole. Remember how we had this plot where we're gonna do like a playful kung fu choreograph thing, and then one of us wins and the other one loses or whatever. Like apparently that is also affected by this rules change.
So, I mean, what does the penalty do though if it's after the fact?
If it's after the fact,
Well, because like, let's say two people end up in the finals, right? And then one of them kind of forfeits,
uh-huh.
then they get a penalty. I'm assuming they get a penalty for doing that.
Yes. And
So,
I don't remember exactly what the penalties were. We could probably pull it up, but I think one of them is like both the competitors don't get placed.
oh, okay.
Yeah, and if there's, I do remember reading in the art, like listening to the IBJJF podcast and reading the article that Angie posted where they said if there was any monetary involvement
Mm.
that would be lost.
So if uh, do they still medal, but they just don't get on the podium,
Do you
or
remember?
you don't get a medal at all?
I don't think the way that I remember reading it, I don't think they get a medal at all.
Okay.
Like, does that sound familiar, Angie? Or do you remember what the penalties were?
I just watched the video
Oh.
only, and I partially understood them.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's funny because I had never heard of the term before, like that.
Closeout?
I had never heard that term before, and until um, that link you posted. So I knew
Wait, what term?
closeout.
Closeout.
Oh yeah, closeout.
Closeout, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I never heard of it before either.
yeah,
I didn't realize there's a thing.
yeah. I knew that people were doing it, but I just didn't know that there was a term for it. Like,
I mean, I think overall it obviously makes the sport more competitive. And I mean, you should be fighting against your, well, so I think that, how they have the rule that two people from the same gym can't fight each other.
yeah,
I think that's good. And I think also this whole closeout thing is good. It just makes it more competitive. Because like you were saying, like if I'm watching two black belts go at it, or like two black belts who are friends get to the finals and they just like hug each other and just say, "Hey, you have it."
Yeah.
yeah. I'd be pretty pissed.
Yeah, that's not entertaining.
All right, guys. I actually have to close up right now because I have to go do something.
Don't you mean close out?
Yes, I have to close out.
See what I did there?
Jerk. So, yeah, this was good. I had a good conversation. Angie, thank you for joining us. Hopefully, you can join us another time as well, a little bit longer. We usually talk a little bit longer, but unusual circumstances. Wale, again, it's always a pleasure.
Yep, same.
Hopefully, you can come out and train after you get situated with your move.
Yep.
So,
Oh, yeah?
yeah, he moved. He's always doing something.
Closer to us?
Huh?
Yeah.
Closer to us or farther?
Oh no, I'm still in DC. I just moved. I literally moved like maybe 8 minutes from my house. Yeah, just down the block.
And
No,
it
like
takes 8 minutes to get there.
yeah, it's a bigger house with a yard, so so the kids can run around.
I've known this guy for 6 years, and he's always up to something. It's terrible.
To something.
Always.
Make me sound like Dr. Evil or something.
No, you're the good one. I'm the evil one. Don't take this away from me.
Oh, yeah, right.
All right, guys. I will talk to you another time, maybe next week.
Have a good night.
All right.
See you later.
See y'all.
Bye.
Bye.